his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a dub.
Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Dances away. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Trying to run it in. He gets it in there for the 2. Hard to believe they didn't settle for the time, and they take the lead here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here on 2nd and short. Running back goes in motion. Give to the fullback. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback is not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. When you can give them that rock, get a first down. Those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Line getting set on second down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Navy.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The holder will find a spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. It's good! Reach for Longwood, and he gives them the W. And with that, they've taken the lead. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.